right, back live now. We are here in the gauntlet floor, about to get ready for the announcement of the top 30. But before we do that, we're going to tune in to hear what some of the judges are giving feedback for.
All right, so it's about to get very exciting. So let's look at Mr. Clark and hear what he's saying about the whole morning. Right now, we're just thanking our judges for being here with us today, taking time out of their busy schedules.
Yes, we had over possible 20-plus volunteer parents, so we just want to thank them for that.
Who works on making the Amazing Shake happen. And it's months of preparation and planning, and sometimes it's November and you're in a class and we're sitting in a 3-hour meeting, Amazing Shake planning in details, and it's a 3-day ordeal. There's a lot that goes into it. And so first of all, the gym, it has never looked that good. It's incredible, and all of that is a magic mind of pulling all that together of Hutch. Let's get Hutch.
Every single year, his mind is just so brilliant, and so shout out to Hutch for making that happen this year.
He's extraordinary.
Mr. Bradley, who does all of the design, the printing.
Pam Bradley, our graphic designer, he's so talented.
When you see Mr. Cookie, when you see Mr. Ethan, thank them for all they had to build. You would not believe the spreadsheets, the times, the vans, all the stuff that goes into it. And so Kirk Brown, who's a genius, and Mr. Tyrell Cooper.
Thank you, Kirk Brown. Thank you, Tyrell.
They spent many long nights. I mean, it's very stressful to make this break for you. So now I want to give the judges an opportunity to say, here's what I was looking for, here's something that impressed me. Before we do that, I just want to point out a couple of things. When you went to Wednesday, who, Marley? Where are you at, Marley? Where? You're Kyla. So where's Marley? Marley?
I think she's removing her makeup.
She's removing her makeup, so we'll give her a shout out when she comes back. Yeah, she killed it in there today.
Yeah, she did.
But when you had to convince her that she should come to RCA, you got extra bonus points if you said things like, we have houses here and one of them's altruistic. You can wear black every day. It's clever. Oh, at Halloween we really do it right up in our school. You would love that. So we're looking for those types of things as you really bring that to life. So all throughout, there are ways you could have gotten bonus points to really get that score of a 20. And it's hard. It's 40 minutes to be consistent, to be on the whole time. It's a lot. So I'm going to turn it to the judges. Anything that you saw, just I like this, sure. All right, In-Town Collective.
Very
You guys did fantastic, but one thing we really wanted to tell you guys is that when you are in sales, asking more questions than talking is always powerful. So those of you who ask questions of us, you definitely really ranked up there, and we had one special person.
This kid was amazing, and he probably got our highest score by a long shot. He used some pretty big words, but it wasn't about what he had to say about the house. It wasn't the things that he asked us. It was just him being himself and just showing his silly, goofy personality, and it really spoke to us. It was so deeply genuine. Mr. McLean?
And for those of you who asked the couple, what type of a home are you looking for? What types of things are you interested in? Like when you sit down and someone said to you, I might want to hire you for my business. Why should I hire you? When you say, well, what is your business? What type of business are you in? Oh, distribution? I think that'd be great for me because some of you just start saying, I work hard, I come on time, but you don't even know what is the business. Asking questions can be powerful. Next. Sure. So first
first off, Wednesday Addams, Marley just walked in, just wanted to give her. Sitting with her the entire time. She didn't even break character for me. The entire time until the very end where I found out her name and what grade she was in. So great job. It was a pleasure working with you. The students that really stood out to me were the ones that got down on her level because she wasn't standing up, she wasn't moving, she wasn't talking to you, but you got on her level. You were talking to her about her interests. You weren't talking to her that she's dark and she doesn't have friends, because you're trying to convince her to come. So the people that were talking about archery, Halloween, the spooky things, the things that she would like, the poetry club, things like that really stood out to me. So great job, everybody. That was really intimidating. I was intimidated in there too. So great job.
Yes.
So I was in between Wednesday and the Booger Burger. And I think sometimes when you're in competition, sometimes you guys forget like what you do in real life. So when the lady you gave her $20 and she gave you back $6, not many people said, wow, you gave me the wrong change, right? But in real life, you look at the money to see how much you got back. Many people didn't even look at it. And some people looked at it, so it was the wrong change and kept going. So it's a competition, but just always think like, in real life, what would I do, right? And so if you did that, if you told her that, she gave extra points for that.
Right. She was looking for you. She really wanted you to walk up there and say, "If someone get the special burger, medium fries, and a medium Coke, please." If she had to ask you what type of drink, what size fry, every time she had to ask you something, you deducted points. And then you were told that it would cost $16, and you were given $20 to purchase it. When you paid with 20 and got 6 back, you got the bonus points. If you said, well, "Wait a minute, I think you overpaid me. I think this is too much change." If you didn't even pay attention to it, points were deducted. Okay. Next. Sure, thank you.
I have my own personal mantra that I live my life by, and I was just talking to her about it. And it is, I live my life looking through the windshield and not the rearview mirror. And one of the people that I interviewed today, he stood up and we sat down and talked, and he said, it was basically the exact same thing, and it was just amazing to hear this coming from someone who's in the, what grade is he in? 4th grade. He's in the 4th grade, and it was kind of shocking to hear that, you know, he kind of lives like, hey, if you make a mistake, leave it alone, and it's in the past, just keep pushing forward and pushing forward. And so Hamilton did an exceptional job.
We'll see if that helps him to get out of the building today in the competition, Kim.
That's incredible because it's the first year we've ever had 4th graders in the competition. And so for him to be given a shout out by one of our judges, he must have been really impressive.
That is impressive.
Next judge. Sure.
So this is just tuning in. This is the top 30 announcement, but we're hearing from our judges right now about feedback that the students can take with them for life.
So I was at the station where you had to tell me or recommend where I should go on vacation, right? Warm or cold. And what I loved, again, those that ask questions, like, what are you looking for? What is it? Are you going to have kids? Do you have what is it that you're looking for? But then there were so many of you that gave me a personal experience. And I know some of them were made up, but you did a really good job making it sound real. But others of you were like, my family goes here, you're going to like it for this, and this is what we can do. And putting in that personal touch really showed that you were building a relationship with me. And that's important because then I was like, okay, they're listening to me and they also want to share something that they love with me. And then there was also like afterwards, I was like, all right, I was talking to these gentlemen here, I was like, where do you go on school trips? Because like I've heard like some Barcelona, I've heard New York, I've heard Utah. I was like, you must have gone these places. And so just the idea that you're not just going on that trip, but you're drawing on that. And that's why those trips are so important, is that it gives you experience that you can then take where you go in the future. So you're killing it. Good job.
That is so awesome. Judges talking about the kids, how they're able to pull on experiences from our class travels to then bring it into the Amazing Shake. It's pretty powerful.
Oh, I don't need it. I
pleasure of getting to know probably half of you in this room. So I was in the booth 3 where it was Tell Me All About Yourself. And y'all are all amazing. So let me just start by saying that. The section that we were in was probably a little different because we've heard a lot of people say, you know, asking questions is good. And in this particular instance, it was Tell Me All About Yourself. And so really what we were looking for is you to be a little bit selfish and say, hey, here are all these great things about me. And it was also to kind of give us the why. So a great example is I heard a lot of people say their favorite color. It was pink, it was yellow. One instance, someone said my favorite color was purple. And I really like that because it is a color of royalty. And so it kind of gave that little extra, like not only is it my color, but here's why. Lots of people talking about their family and then talking about the things that they do with their family. So it was really great to learn a lot about you guys. But when someone does ask you about yourself, it is great. Not to be selfish and not ask about them, but think about like how can you really bring yourself forward in life and give them the examples of the why, right? Like the why things are super important to you, why you love things in life, because that's really what will stick with them. So thank you for letting me be here. It's my first
For the Japanese section, we actually told you were going to a Japanese home, be prepared, and so you should have learned you're supposed to take your shoes off. You should just raise your hand if you took your shoes off. Okay, well, there we go. All right, that's good. I'm glad to hear that. When you went into the home, some of you had a little gift in your pocket. Raise your hand if you had a gift. Very clever because you learned that you're supposed to take a gift that you pulled out. That got you bonus points. That was really, really good. And then some of you learned Hajimemashite, Konnichiwa, how to say some Japanese phrases. Raise your hand if you did that. All right, that's really, really smart. For those of you who didn't, you weren't taking because we gave you the clue. With the coin section, they said only one person really knew all the history of the coins, why the people were significant, but we kind of gave you a hint. You may see those coins, so you got to research and make sure that you go deeper. When you went to play Pong, some of you were like, we played this really old game, but it wasn't about the Pong, it was about the conversation. I looked at there and some of you are like, I'm not trying to kill it, but it was about, can I have a conversation while I'm playing Pong? So I think before we move on and do the announcement, I think, Cyan, would you do your stand-up routine for us?
And Cyan must have been a standout.
So we all know about these outrageously high gas prices and how the only place we can get gas for under $2 is Taco Bell. My mom literally refuses to drive a car. Last night, I found her taking off the bottom of our car and said we need to channel our inner Flintstones. Tell me why my mom has been complaining to my dad that he never takes her anywhere expensive, so last night he took her right to the gas station. While he was there, he asked for $5 worth of gas, and the lady farted in his face and handed him a receipt.
So the students had a stand-up comedy routine, and that was awesome.
These individuals, you barely missed it. All of you should be proud of yourself, because look in this room, you're up against some very stiff competition, and some of you are great athletes, some of you are great at Modern Animation, some are great at Lego Robotics, some of you are great at math, some are great at the Amazing Shape. Everyone can be great at everything, but these kids today really were. You didn't quite make it this time. Coming in 39th place, Noah King. Liam Wallace, Tristan Scopes, Tegan Williams, Bailey Scott, Brandon Dixon, Drake Prater, AJ Mays, and one spot away, Alexis Brown.
Very well, and so we want to make sure that we acknowledge that, and some of those students can come back next year and make that top 30.
Come up here, run into me, everybody. Coming in 30th place, 8th grader, Isis Spinner!
30th place, moving on to the workroom challenge. House of Amistad, moving on to the next round. Case Webb.
Okay.
Awesome.
Yeah, the eighth grader,
grade.
incredible student.
Table sit on the ground. Okay. 25th place, Annalisa Walmsley.
Sixth grader. Sixth grade is killing it, showing up today.
Mr. McLean Wells.
Fifth grade, he's the one who got the shout out for the real estate. Oh, the face.
Awesome. McLean.
Jason Ayuso.
Sixth grader. The sixth grade is
Underclassmen.
Oh, excuse me. Yes,
Chloe Sands.
seventh grade for Jason. Seventh grade for Jason.
Chloe Sands,
Chloe
moving on.
Sands.
21st place, London Wilson.
See a lot of people from the House of Altruismo getting called up here.
Love it.
20th place, Myra Wallace.
Another sixth grader. Good job.
19, Madison Poitras.
She had a present in her hand for the station on Japanese customs.
Carson Bryn Murray.
Moving on to the regular room challenge. Fun fact about Carson, her sister Caitlin won the amazing show in 2016. Haley Hall, moving on to the worker room.
Christian May.
Look at the joy here. It's so wonderful.
Maria Flowers. 14th place, Justin Rose.
He was nervous yesterday in the practice rounds, but he obviously pulled it through today. So congratulations to him.
13th place, Khalil Nelson.
Nelson representing for the tech team.
That's right. Technology is his thing. He's a genius at that.
Awesome.
12th place, Cyan Falcon.
Yeah, she deserves to go with that stand-up.
She's the one
I
who
was
did
just
that
saying.
comedy routine and
Awesome.
so very
11th
talented.
place, Naomi Cooper.
So thoughtful in everything she does.
I love that.
10th place, Addison Riley.
The sixth grade is killing it today in today's competition.
Upperclassmen are showing up and showing out.
Number 9, Dylan Andrews.
She scored at the highest in yesterday's practice round. She's one to watch.
Moving on. Congratulations.
6th place, Miles Welch.
House leader.
Adrian Prater.
Another seventh grade student. Very polished young lady.
Out to the Amistad. Leah Walker, definitely one to watch.
She was in the
I love
top
that.
8 last year.
I love that.
5th
right.
place,
Top 5.
Dante Beaumont.
Number 5 in the gauntlet. He's going to be one to watch this year as well.
4th place,
He's doing great.
Taylor Tremaine.
High score last year too. She made it to almost the very end.
Congratulations.
3, Deasia Smith. Natalia Parker.
Really taking this preparation seriously. She was doing a lot of legwork.
Of today's gauntlet round, round 1 of the Amazing Shake is 6th grader Gregory Wright.
A big shout out to those top 30 kids. Now it's going to happen. They're going to be whisked into room games. They're going to be heading straight into midterm. Look at this embrace right here from his mom and son. What a powerful moment right here. Gregory coming in.
You can
number
see the
1.
excitement is real. These kids have worked so hard for this day. I mean, the excitement and energy is unbelievable. So they're going to Alston and Bird. They're going to have the Work the Room Challenge. Stay tuned in. Oh, we have another announcement.
This person went from 90th all the way up to 40. Incredible job, a 50-point jump. You want to come with us? Valentina Rapine!
the Amazing Shake round 1.
And one of the things I hope you notice is how the students here are all cheering for their classmates. Those who aren't going on are so proud of their classmates who did, and that's very important.
Yes. All right, so that's going to be it here from round 1. We're going to get off the live here and get ready to head to round 2 so we can get everything situated and organized there. Again, this is round 1 of the Amazing Shake. Continue to follow the day right here on Facebook and on Instagram so you can see which students continue to advance throughout the day.
We appreciate you for joining. We'll see you next time.